Yard line.
A big gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Seibert's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Snap comes at 1. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Jones. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 67 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready. AT data. On deck, defense. On deck. On deck. Here we go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Is a turnover on downs.
To get their next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Devin White charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Into the 7-6.
They'll run again with Hunt. And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You must be getting tired. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Ready? Go with the flash. 2 times, 2 times. 40, 40. Go. 40.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
You got nothing.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston. Now this one.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 15. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Check 15. Check 15. Let's go.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
It's a 4th quarter, partner, and everyone's looking for a hero in the 4th quarter. They just found theirs.
Yeah, so much for the offense coming out, trying to mount that go-ahead drive. They get it right there on the punt return.
And a punt return play can change the momentum so many different ways and maybe put a team in command.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here on? And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they